Hello everybody and welcome to the episode of NASCAR Heat 5 2023 mod career mode for our 5th and final season. We're looking at the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race results from their race here at Bristol Motor Speedway. The last great Coliseum where it was Chandler Smith picking up his second win of the season to punch his ticket to the round of 8 over Gio Ruggiero in second, Tyler Ankrum in third, Riley Herbst fourth, and Jake Finch the top 5. My correction, Chandler Smith punches ticket to the championship 4, not the round of 8. So it's him, Ruggiero, Ankrum, Herbst, Finch the top 5, Butterbean, Kyle Busch, Jake Garcia, Brent Cruz, Corey LaJoie the top 10. Other playoff drivers, Ben Rhodes in 12th, Grant Enfinger in 16th. So you see there after the Truck Series playoff grid, one race remains until we decide our championship 4. Chandler Smith is locked in with the victory. Gio Ruggiero is all but locked in on points at 72 to the good. Brendan Queen is 29 to the good. Tyler Ankrum 27 to the good. So basically, barring no new winner, those four are probably going to get in as LaJoie, Rhodes, Finch, and Enfinger pretty much have to find victory lane in Vegas to save their championship hopes here in this final Truck Series campaign. Also, the Xfinity Series was in action this weekend for a triple header at Bristol, as is tradition, and it was Caden Honeycutt picking up his first career NASCAR Xfinity Series win, and it couldn't come at a more clutch time in the elimination race to punch his ticket to the round of 8. Anthony Alfredo, a great second-place run. Sammy Smith back on the right track in third. Stephen Parsons, Austin Dillon the top 5. Then Ryan Truex, Ty Majeski, Brandon Jones, Ryan Sieg, and Daniel Hemrick the top 10. Other playoff guys, Riggs in 12th, Taylor Gray in 13th, Raja 14th, Corey Day 15th, William Sawalich 16th, and Sawalich, and then the worst of the playoff drivers was Nick Sanchez in 33rd, which will get him eliminated as we look at the updated playoff grid. Sawalich, Day, and Honeycutt all win their way to the round of 8. Hemrick and Carruth were already safe on points. Riggs did what he needed to do. He cruises through on points. Alfredo, the huge second place run, makes it by 19 points. And then Ryan Truex goes from below the cut line to eliminate Ty Majeski by just 5 points. Ryan Truex survives and gets to the round of 8. Majeski out by 5 points. Taylor Gray out by 23. Sammy Smith pretty much had to win. And then Nick Sanchez had that 30-some place finish. Definitely was not going to get him through. So our 2 wild card spots are out, as well as some of the bottom end of the top 10 in points. So our round of 8 is set. Sawalich, the number 1 seed, comfortably above the cut line. And then Lane Riggs on down is still a battle. Riggs, Carruth, 12 to the good. Hemrick on the bubble, 10 points above Corey Day for this round of 8 before we head to the championship 4. And then Alfredo, Ryan Truex, Caden Honeycutt, all right there. A very close Xfinity Series playoff grid. It'll be interesting to see who will make their way to the championship 4 after Kansas, Vegas, and Martinsville. And of course, in the background, we're practicing qualifying for today's main event, the NASCAR Cup Series round of 12 elimination race from Bristol Motor Speedway. The Bristol Night Race, a race everyone always looks forward to in this game, especially. It's such a fun track to race at, as here we are at the last great Coliseum for the final time in NASCAR Heat 5. You see Shane Van Gisbergen and Austin Hill going to the rear of the field with their separate issues. And we are bringing back the Discount Tire Ford Mustang Dark Horse for Team Penske to try to go back-to-back victories here to conclude this opening round of the chase as we look to become a 5-time consecutive champions. We're green and underway here in Bristol. Who is going to conquer the last great Coliseum and be in victory lane? We're going to find out. As Kyle Larson out to the lead early. No surprise at all. He has owned Bristol over these last couple of years until, of course, this year's 2025 Bristol Night Race did not go the way he wanted to. How about Justin Allgaier for JR Motorsports running in second? Great start to the race for the driver, the number 40 Traveler Whiskey Chevrolet. We are already making moves into third place, trying to make this outside lane work to find a way by Allgaier. We swing to the inside. Allgaier can't defend that and will easily drive our way by onto position number 2. Now to try and chase down Kyle Larson for the lead here in stage 1, which we do. Within 4 to 5 laps here, we catch Larson, a little bit of contact, but we're keeping it clean but hard racing. Big door slam on exit turn 2, battling hard for the lead. Larson and I, but we take the lead away from Kyle Larson at Bristol. But here comes the 23 of Bubba Wallace to the inside. Can Bubba Wallace find victory lane for the first time this season? At Moneyline Toyota, we hit the wall. Big mistake. Cost us the lead. Bubba is through, and now we're still fighting Larson just to hang on to second position, which we do now. But can we track down Bubba Wallace for the lead? The answer is yes, as Bubba gets held up in lap traffic behind Ross Chastain. Extremely off the pace for his standards, running all the way in 37th, but then we keep bouncing off the wall, trying to make this outside lane work, trying to find a way by Bubba Wallace, but our car is so loose up here in this outside lane. We are sliding all over the place, trying to make the outside of Suarez work, and then more contact, and we're still side by side with Wallace. 13 to go in stage 1, lap traffic all over the place, an insane battle for the lead between myself and Bubba. We're going to give a shot to Bubba's teammate at the 35 of Riley Herbst and just send him into turn 3, and there's smoke up ahead. problems for Noah Gregson in the 4. The engine is gone. He'll be out of this race in dead last. We've gotten the lead away, and here we are trying to escape to the lead. A big crash. John Hunter Nemechek in the 42 with problems. Right in front of us, he blows a tire into Cole Custer, then gets hit off of playoff driver Chris Buescher hard to the outside wall. Goes Nemechek, and he will crash, but he will still be in the race. So now we have a restart here. With just 4 laps to go in stage 1. We send it to the inside of Bowman and Larson. Quickly, 3 wide into 3rd place we go. Now trying to find our way up to our teammate Ryan Blaney, who has now cycled out to the lead of this race. And how about Bubba Wallace still hanging tough there? And second, but now Larson sends it to our inside. Now we're going to have to defend against Larson. With 3 to go in stage 1, going to be tough. As now we're on the outside trying to use the momentum to clear Larson, who almost gets clear of us on the inside lane right there. But we continue to roll this outside lane, get the momentum, as we're probably not going to get the stage win here unless we can clear Larson right now. But that's going to be a real tough decision to make here. 2 to go in stage 1. We are not clear of Larson. We continue to battle, but it looks like it's our teammate Ryan Blaney who comes into today in that 4-way tie for 6th in points. Needs these stage points to find his way to the next round. Can he make it happen? Larson and I still get after for 3rd. Final lap, stage 1 here in Bristol. Ryan Blaney leading over Bubba Wallace, who just doesn't have anything to make a move right now. So really the closest battle right now is myself and Larson for 3rd. So 3 and 4, we go with the foul. There's already some contact between Larson and I. Larson going to shove us up the track into the wall, but Ryan Blaney wins stage 1. We go crashing across the line to get 4th, earning 7 stage points, but Blaney gets a huge 10 points to his cause. Bubba, Larson, myself, Hamlin gets 6 points. Elliott 5. Logano gets 4. Those are all the guys who are in that tight points battle. Then Bowman, Cole Custer, and William Byron round out the top 10. So Larson, Byron, they're pretty much through to the round of 8, no problem. But now Blaney is going to catapult above the cut line, as will Hamlin and Joey Logano, which now puts Chris Buescher, Chase Briscoe, and Chase Elliott, the 3, fighting for the last spot in the playoffs currently. So we give a shot to Blaney here on the stage 2 restarts. We got back into 2nd quickly, going by Kyle Larson, but can we get by our teammate, the 12 of Ryan Blaney? 24 to go in stage 2, a little bit of counting. Then Hamlin gets into us, and now all 3 of us in the wall hard. Big crash. There goes Bubba Wallace, head onto the outside wall, crashing down to the apron, out of the way. NASCAR says no yellow, we stay green. Now lap 41, the 60 of Priest loses a tire and goes spinning in front of the pack and gets hit by Ty Gibbs and others. And so that is going to allow us to go full set, make a little bit of contact with Denny Hamlin, but get to the outside, push Denny basically into the crash, which allows us to steal the lead back from Blaney, Hamlin, and Cole Custer. So now we are leading in 13 to go in stage 2. We are just driving away in complete control with the caution will come out, meaning we have a late stage restart. So myself, Larson, Blaney, others, we all come down for 4 fresh tires here to pit and try to drive our way through all these guys that stayed out, like Justin Haley, Carson Quaffle, others. So I'm just shoving Blaney with everything I've got, forcing him forwards, as I know it is go time, trying to get these stage points. Denny Hamlin coming to the race. We make a brilliant move to the outside of Justin Allgaier. The 12 and I are just slicing and dicing through this field all the way from 19th, 20th, now to up to fighting for 11th and 12th. We pound the wall. Blaney has a huge checkup, as we just got a little bit too aggressive. We stuffed Buescher in the wall behind us, which helps our teammate Blaney, so a little bit of helping our teammate out for some convenience. Now we get by Blaney and Jones, and we fly by Carson Hocevar, who desperately needs points on the outside lane. Now we're going by our other teammate Joey Logano for 9th, zooming by the 48. Into 8th we go. Now it is John Hunter Nemechek and Chase Briscoe. The 19 needs points right now. He is right on that cut line with the way they run. So we send it to the inside of him and Nemechek, forcing the issue 3 wide, 7 to go in the stage. We are into 6 now, chasing down the 0-0 of Cole Custer, having a tremendous night for Haas Factory team. William Byron, meanwhile, has taken the race lead, but here comes Josh Berry in the 21. We send it into Custer, get back into the top 5. And now it's closing out on Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, 2 guys who also desperately need points. We shove Chase by Byron. Big slide for Elliott. He saves it. We have to check up. That allows Hamlin to make it 3 wide now for 3rd place, but we will make the pass. Blaney right back to our back bumper. Now fighting Byron for 2nd. Josh Berry driving off down the road. 5 to go in stage 2 here in Bristol. It is now a Penske 1, 2, 3 with Berry, myself, and Blaney, who's going to shove us wide. I don't appreciate that, so I give Blaney a huge shot into turn 3, bump and run, put him in the wall right there to say, hey, you're my teammate, and I know you need these points, but I'm not going to take the way you're racing me right now. I don't appreciate that. So now 4 to go in stage 2. We are now on the outside of Josh Berry, and we are back in the lead here in Bristol with a brilliant move to the outside of Josh Berry. Now can we just hold off Blaney on this final lap of the stage to bring home the stage win? Blaney looking to get the stage sweep. You know, every point does matter for him right now, but I feel pretty confident that he's in a good spot to make it without winning this stage and still getting 9 points for a second. He gets one last shot to the inside, but we cover it off, and we will win stage 2 here in Bristol. Make that 21 stage wins on the season. Blaney earns a tremendous 19 stage points tonight. Berry, Elliott gets huge points. Hamlin, Larson, Logano, Byron once again, and then Chris Buescher does earn 1 point, which could prove crucial for him. But right now, Logano, Hamlin, Elliott, and Blaney have all leapfrogged their way above the cut line. Now it is Briscoe and Buescher, who I believe are like 6 and 8 points below these drivers that I just mentioned and the cut line, heading to this final 60-lap stage here in the round of 12. Bristol, so on the stage 3 restart, we get by Chase Elliott with a beautiful 3-wide move to the inside, easily clear Blaney and Larson for the lead, and we are back to driving away, absolutely dominating here tonight in Bristol. Now with 45 to go, there goes a 33 of Ty Dillon into the outside wall, tire down, collecting his teammate of Austin Hill. No caution, we stay green, so they stack up like 15 cars, and Chase Elliott, trying to make his way to the round of 8, makes big contact with the back of the 33, and then later, lap 95 with just 31 to go, now Bubba Wallace goes around in the 23 in front of Hamlin and others, and here I am coming through to shoot the gap, just barely avoiding disaster. And now just like that, all of a sudden we're down to 7 cars on the lead lap, and now it feels like we give Buescher shots. Now Bubba still holding up traffic here as he's going to be out of the race now, and now we are down to just 3 cars on the lead lap, myself, Hamlin, and Bowman. Larson trying to fight for his shot to stay in the mix for the win tonight, to stay on the lead lap, fighting myself. As we come around here, this is basically 4th place and the lead doing battle. We give Larson a bump and run next to the turn 1 and 2 here. 27 to go. He's trying to hope that there's no caution, else he'll be screwed here as we get by him and the caution comes out, and Larson is screwed. So now it is myself, Hamlin, and Bowman, the 3 lead lap cars at the front. Larson all the way at the back of the line by getting the free pass with 24 laps remaining. Hamlin and I battling for the lead. Some contact next to the turn 2, the 11. We know he's hungry. He really desperately wants to make this round of 8 in his final season after the heartbreak last episode in New Hampshire, blowing a tire with just 20 to go, finishing in 35th, putting him in this position, but he's still running well. But now here comes the 48 of Alex Bomendor inside, trying to win 2 of the first 3 races in this opening round of the chase. Same thing I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to make it back-to-back. He won the 7500 to start this round, but now we clear Bowman, have the lead, 22 to go, and have driven off with it. White flag in the air. Final lap presented by Credit One Bank here at Bristol, and we are in position to go get our 2nd win in a row and our 14th win of the season, as we are going to dominate and win the Bristol Night Race. Back-to-back wins to conclude the opening round of the chase for the Cup. We are on fire right now, and a war path to get this 5th championship. Unbelievable as we burn it down here in the front straightaway. Last season, through 36 races, we won 14 times. This is only race 29 that we just completed, and I have 14 wins, and there are still plenty of good tracks for us coming up, like Talladega, Watkins Glen, Homestead, Miami, Martinsville, and more, where we can definitely pull off the win if things go well, which I think they will. And the more important question is, who advanced to the round of 8? We will find that out shortly, but first we gotta head to Victory Lane to celebrate with our Penske crew, which has been absolutely unbelievable this season, getting us where we need to go in this deep playoff run. Wins left and right. This is one of, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 different times this season we've won back-to-back races. Here are the final race results, so this will really tell you the story. We win the race. Bowman 2nd. Denny Hamlin in 3rd. Does exactly what he needs to do. He gets the points. Hamlin stays alive in the playoffs. Larson, Byron, they were already pretty much through, so top 5s they are through. Blaney, 19 stage points and 6th place finish. That's going to get him through the next round. Cole Custer, shout out, 2nd best non-playoff driver, 7th place finish. Chase Elliott in 8th and Joey Logano in 9th. I think they did what they had to do to advance, and then Josh Berry onto the top 10. I think Buescher, Briscoe, Reddick, and Hocevar are going to be the 4 drivers eliminated. Christopher Bell, really disappointing in 16th, but luckily he had a 25-point cushion coming into the race. As now we look to see the updated playoff grid after the round of 12, and indeed, Chase Briscoe, Chris Buescher, Carson Hocevar, and Tyler Reddick are out of the chase. Their championship hopes will come to an end. Reddick just had a terrible round. 2 blown tires in a row, and then today he just didn't have the pace. Hocevar, he was just happy to even make it here and get a win in the regular season. And Buescher, what a choke, had 3 wins. Was number 3 seed in the chase coming in, absolute collapse. And Chase Briscoe had finishes of 10th, 10th, and 12th. But it just wasn't good enough to oust Joey Logano or Chase Elliott, who got the points they needed to eliminate the 19. And so in this round of 8, it's going to be 3 Penske cars versus 3 Hendrick cars and 2 JGR Toyotas. We have a massive 98 points, race and a half cushion on the cut line. Byron is second at plus 19. Larson third plus 10. Logano, currently the last driver in the championship, for 9 points above Ryan Blaney and Christopher Bell. Denny Hamlin up by 12. And Chase Elliott, lots of work to do. 16 points below the cut line. Kansas, Las Vegas, Martinsville. And after the paperclip, we will have our championship 4 for the final round set to determine who will be our champ. So, congrats to us on the victory. That's the end of this episode. As always, I want to give a special shout out to my channel members. So, thank you so much to JJ, Brendan Breen, and Jeremy Isley for your support. Really appreciate it. It means a ton to me in this channel. Helps us continue to grow, produce some awesome content. Now working towards 2,000 subscribers. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you're watching this video or not subscribed, please do subscribe. It's completely free. Only just a couple of seconds. I would really, really appreciate it. If you want to get your shout out here like these 3 at the end of the video, become a paid channel member. Link is in the description down below. Until next episode from Kansas, I hope you all have a good one.